Hey, party people, I'm Sean.
And I'm Steph.
And we're Rampant Design. Welcome to episode 3 of Running Rampant. It's a show that takes you behind the scenes of Rampant Design, talks a little bit about what it's like to run a small business, and of course then we open ourselves up to the interwebs, and you can ask anything and we answer it.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, on today's episode, we're going to be talking about packing, products, wires, and free time.
Boom. We have had a crazy busy week.
It's been crazy.
Always. Phone never stops ringing. I'm still sick. I know you're sick.
Still sick.
It's crazy.
But we're getting better.
We're getting better. That's true.
Trying to get better. A little bit.
So we've got a big project coming up in New York City and in New Jersey. So we'll be on the road next week working with our favorite people on the planet, Sea Light Entertainment.
That's right.
Love Eric and Kelly. Can't really talk about the project yet. A lot of eyeballs watching us trying to figure out what we're doing next, but you'll find out about it soon enough. So what else is going on?
We have a lot of new stores coming up with new products.
Very
We're
true.
really excited about it. We've got new tools coming out specifically for Final Cut and for Adobe. So separate stores, separate things that we're doing. Really excited. Mm-hmm. Our products right now are out in the beta testers' hands. We're getting some great feedback. So looking forward to getting those up and running on their sites, completely separate sites. So one for Adobe, one for Final Cut users. Mm-hmm. Really useful stuff. Stuff for After Effects, stuff for Premiere.
We're talking templates and tools and project files for the Adobe After Effects and Adobe Premiere market, and templates for the Final Cut market. All hand created. The funny thing is all the new stores, coded by her. And this is Stefanie's first product line. She's 100% in charge and of design and implementation of the Final Cut store. I have nothing to do with it. I'm learning Motion and Final Cut in the background so I can help assist, but I've been an Adobe guy for so long that I'm still having to unlearn a few things and ways of thinking. But while she's working in Final Cut and Motion, I'm working in After Effects and Premiere. And of course, we're never going to leave the mothership. RampantDesignTools.com has a ton of new products coming out. That's QuickTime, so it's for everybody. So a little bit of something for everybody, but so much going on. And again, it's just the two of us, so it's just never ending. And then right when you're in the groove of either web code or, painting or rotoing or working on effect, the phone just boom, 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 boom.
Hello.
Oh, so much. Just right now I'm working on a visual effects shots for a very famous client. Can't talk about it per usual until it's done, but I'm super honored to be a part of this project, and it's crazy wire and rig removal. Some of the worst, not worst, I shouldn't say worst, some of the most difficult wire removal I've done in a long time. This is reminiscent of the wires on like Charmed and Herkinzina and just crazy wires over faces and just out of control camera moves, and it's just it's a lot of fun, and it's always a challenge, and so hopefully I'll be able to talk about that more. But right now I'm just paint, roto, track, repeat, and I can't say anything else about it. So,
it's cool though. I've seen it. It's very neat.
It's fun. I love filmmaking, and first and foremost, I'm a visual effects artist. So Rampant is awesome, and I love Rampant. But when a filmmaker calls me up and says, "Hey, do you want to work on my thing?" the answer is yes. All right. So what else we got going on?
Well, we've had people talk about on YouTube and stuff about trying to find a balance between working and life, and we are so guilty of not finding any balance. It's very difficult.
None.
I think that's probably one of the hardest things that we have found with owning your own company and trying to run a small business. It's so hard to find your own time because it seems like you always seem to go back. But we did actually get out of the house this week, which was really, really fun. We actually took the night off. We took the evening off and went to Disney. We went to Magic Kingdom, and they had a special event going on, so we got to be part of that. But we did, where you can't always leave the office behind, we actually did find a secluded place in Magic Kingdom, which is also very difficult to do. We found a secluded place in Magic Kingdom, and we actually had a business meeting. So we didn't actually leave all of the work at home, but we tried.
You can take us out of Rampant, but you can't take Rampant out of us. It's just part of being an entrepreneur. There's always something to discuss. There's always things that are happening. There's always ideas flowing. It's great to be outside and in the fresh air and, just chilling at the Magic Kingdom, people watching, waiting for an event. And, when you do that, when you take your mind off things start to pop up. So we just sat down and Steph busted out her iographer, started taking notes of things that we were talking about. And a lot of our new stores were born out of that meeting. So we it's never enough. We're already working 100 hours a week, and then we're like, hey, let's do something else. Let's add to this. Cool. But yes, we did go to the Magic Kingdom. We did ride rides. We did have fun. And although I'm guilty of answering emails and talking to clients while waiting in line, what else are you going to do when you're waiting 40 minutes in line?
Right.
You know?
It's an hour.
Yeah. So so we did get out of the house. That was fun.
We did. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was good. And that's our week. We just busy with the new stuff, new products.
So much going on.
Doing client work with Sean, and then packing up and getting everything ready for New York, which will happen this weekend. We'll be gone, and
we'll vlog live from the road.
Yep.
A lot of our lives consists of being on the road. When we go to trade shows like NAB or something like that, we drive our booth out, so we sleep in our car. From here, it's 40 hours of driving.
Took us two and a half days.
Like 20-hour something day. I mean, it was insane. We rolled into Vegas at midnight. That's our life though. When we were on the road, it's just constant. Last year we did so many trade shows.
We did a lot.
Drive the booth out, set it up, run it, be all happy, tear it down, go on to the next thing, set it up, be all happy, and repeat. So this week we're going for a shoot. Going back on the road for a shoot, and really excited to show you what we're up to, and hopefully we can convince some of our friends to help us promote it. So
that's that.
So what's our question for the week here?
So thank you very much for all of your questions and
Yes.
comments. We actually absolutely love reading them. It's amazing to know how many people are struggling just like we are, and it's great to hear from people. And we are trying to show you what's a little bit behind our company and what we have, and we love hearing what's behind your company too. So thank you so much for that. And today's question is from AV Films. And AV Films asks, what tips would you give anybody who tries to make, for example, a stock footage pack or VFX pack? How can we protect our products so that it won't get stolen like unfortunately happened to you? And what is the best way to sell it?
Wow, that's a lot. Look, the harsh reality is whether you have a physical brick and mortar store or an online store, the second you start to sell something, somebody is going to steal it. That's just how it is. If you're not into that, if you just refuse to allow that to happen, or just refuse to entertain that thought, running a business is not for you. I hate it because a lot of people think, oh, I'm going to take this Rampant thing. They're a big company. Screw them. Well, okay, you can screw us all you want, but it's just us and a handful of cats. So, when we do get stolen from, it absolutely does hurt. And there's been people who've stolen thousands of dollars from us. I'm not talking about piracy. I'm talking about physically stealing products. Piracy sucks. There's times where we'll find links to our products using our company logo, and it's just they've literally taken our products, uploaded it, and stolen it. There's nothing you can do other than ask them, hey, take this down. It's just going to happen. I mean, I guess you can take pride in the fact that people think it's cool enough to steal. I guess.
It doesn't pay the bills.
It doesn't pay the bills, and we have actual bills. We've got rent, we've got car payments, we've got gear. Our 4K free product line, which doesn't cost the end user anything, costs us a lot of money. Actually, after the last Film Riot episode, we got hit with like a $10,000 bill.
It was pretty high. It was pretty rough. But it's good.
$10,000 is a lot of money for us. For those of you who think we make bank, 10 G's is a lot of money. So, we're not balling like Diddy. Hopefully one day, but we're not there. So how do you protect yourself? Well, you can and you can't. If I were you, I would put your best work out there, document it, put it up on something that can be time-stamped like YouTube, blog about it, but make sure that the style that you're putting out is your unique style. Make sure that it's useful to people, but put your own spin on it. You can obviously tell when a Rampant product is being used because I have a very specific look. And up until right this second, I'm the only one making Rampant products. So I have a very distinct look, and all my products look that way. So 9 times out of 10, when someone says, hey, is this Rampant? The answer is yes. So build a fan base, be open and honest with what you're doing, talk to people, and hope for the best. You will get stolen from, and it sucks. And I'm talking about 2 different things. Piracy sucks. There's nothing you can do about it. Someone's going to find it, put it online. You just have to hope that you have enough people supporting you monetarily that it doesn't harm you. And then you're going to have companies who steal from you. We've had very big companies steal from us and very small companies steal from us. It sucks no matter what. It's the worst ever. The last time it happened to me, I got super depressed and ended up in the hospital. It's just because I'm not as level-headed as she is. I'm more old school gangster, go buy a bat and settle things outside of court. She's more level-headed, let's talk about it and move forward. So we kind of balance each other out. There's really nothing you can do about it. Just know that you'll probably get stolen from if it's any good, and just just deal with it, I guess. It sucks, but other than making your own unique look and distinct look and talking about it and documenting it and putting it somewhere online where you can go, oh, no, I released this thing here at this date, that's about it. And then in terms of selling, there's lots of group sites that you can sell on.
There's tons of ways to sell.
So if you don't want to run your own business or run your own website, you can absolutely sell with somebody else. They're going to take a big chunk, anywhere from probably 30 to 60% of the royalties go to them because they're taking care of storage, delivery, credit card fees, refunds. What's that? Chargeback. That's my least favorite word in the English language. Hate chargebacks. They're going to deal with that. So if you don't want to deal with coming out, marketing, making your own brand, making your own website, trying to get people to believe in you and listen to you, and trust me, we know it's hard. It's like sitting at the bottom of the Grand Canyon with a megaphone. Listen to us, please. We make stuff. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's a lot of noise out there, and there are companies who don't want you to succeed.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. I personally will always run my own business. I like being in charge of my destiny. That's just who I am. Doesn't mean it's the smart move. We might have made a lot more money if we went onto one of the community sites and just put our stuff in there. I wanted my own thing, and I've had that singular vision since the day we started this. So that's about. I mean, you have anything to add to that? I mean,
no, just you have to find your own place to sell. It doesn't matter, like what Sean was saying, if you want to do a group selling or try to do it yourself. It's very difficult either way. Make it unique. Make your product unique enough so that when people see it, they know that is your signature, and then they can, you can start building your fan base around that. That's very important. So, but other than that, you can't protect it. It's out in the world on the internet. The internet's full of lots of not so nice people, and you feel like there are more people out there that are bad versus the good.
Which isn't true, because we have a lot of supporters. We've got a lot of friends and family who...
That's how it feels when you start getting stolen from, and you just like, gosh.
Well, look, it's like someone kicked your door and robbed you. I mean, it's exactly that feeling. You've been violated.
Yeah.
It may not be physically in your home that they stole something from, but they stole something from you. And the way the legal system works, people are just like, sue me. You're looking at 2 years, 3 years worth of legal battles, tons of lawyer fees, and even when you win, you lose. The only people who win in a situation like that are the attorneys. So that sucks. That just really sucks. But yeah, it's 6 in one hand, half a dozen in another. Do you want to be in a group site and give up a bunch of royalties and be in a site filled with thousands of other artists? How do you rise above all of that? There's a lot of noise just on that site alone. Or do you want to run your own website where nobody knows about, you've got no following if you're just starting out, and you may or may not make any sales ever. So it's up to you. The journey starts one step at a time, and just figure out what you want to do and go do it. You can also hedge your bets and do a little bit of both. I know a lot of people are doing that, but that way I believe you lose even more royalties. I think if it's non-exclusive, they take just an unbelievable amount, like 70% or whatever. So it's up to you. Yeah, I mean, community sites are fine, I guess. It just really depends on what you want to do. If you want to develop your own brand and you want to do your own thing, I highly recommend doing it on your own. If you just want to make stuff on the side and sell it, communities are the way to do that. Don't get me wrong, there are people on community sites making way, way more money than we make. But the average is not there. I mean, it's few and far between.
So basically, the whole thing is, just do it. Any way you want, just get it started.
Yeah, just put your content out there.
As soon as you'll figure it out. You'll figure out where you're supposed to be, but just do it. Don't be scared about it. Don't think that, I can't do this because someone's going to steal or something else negative's going to happen. There's always going to be a hurdle. You're always going to be facing something weekly, if not daily, on trying to figure out, oh my gosh, this set me back here, so now I have to go. Just get started, do it, put it out there, and then take one hurdle at a time.
Just keep moving forward. Sometimes you get hit, but as long as you get up, it's not a failure. It's only a failure if you let it knock you down and keep you down. Yep. You learn from things that have happened. I think we're both guilty about being a little too trusting, and so now every time we're thrust into a new situation where we could potentially partner with someone, we're both like, I don't know about this, and that sucks because we love people and we don't want to be in a situation like that, but the fact remains that we've been kicked, beaten, and stolen from so many times, it's almost comical, but we're still here, we're still moving forward, and we're in our 6th year, and we're better for it. Got a few war wounds, but it's all good. So also, somebody else on YouTube earlier said that they feel like their success isn't happening quick enough. Let me tell you this. There's one statement I have to say about that. It takes 15 years to become an overnight success. That's said everywhere. It's said in one of my favorite books called The $100 Startup. I highly recommend that you get this book. It changed my life. It's here on the set. This book changed my life. I got it from my friend Chris Gates. This book just changed my life and changed my mentality on how we run our business and how to run a business. So just keep moving forward. As long as you're doing one thing every single day towards your goal, you'll be able to look back in a few months, few weeks, and go, wow, I can't believe how far I've come. Don't worry about being successful. Worry about doing what you do. Be passionate about what you're doing, and things will happen. It was just recently that we were able to just pay our bills and be completely off the grid. So it will happen for you. Just focus on your craft, focus on what it is that you want to do, and everything else will fall into place. Don't worry about being successful. It will happen.
That was good.
Yeah, thanks. Well, that's this
good.
book.
That's all.
So yeah, that's it. We're trying to keep things down. Yes, we know the audio sucked last week. Sorry.
We're so
Flu.
sorry.
Flu.
We're a little sick, like fever
Literally,
and stuff.
Literally shot the episode between puking and passing out. So
it was pretty bad. So we apologize for the audio. We know it was, but what can you do?
Moving forward.
Moving forward.
All right. Well, I got wires and rigs to do, and I know she's got websites to design. So
that's it.
That's it.
Don't forget to subscribe. You can subscribe here. You can go to runningrampant.biz. B-I-Z. We have SoundCloud. We have iTunes, Stitcher. You can also see our vlogs there as well.
YouTube and Vimeo.
Yeah, YouTube, Vimeo, all that stuff. Subscribe. You cannot miss us. Tell your friends.
And thank you for all your comments and for all the love.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
You guys are amazing.
Keep those comments, questions, and all that stuff coming. We love to read them. It is amazing. So, yeah.
We live in a bubble, so it's kind of like getting little messages from space. We love it.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. So once again, I'm Sean.
I'm Steph.
And we're Rampant Design. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye.
Run rampant, y'all. Scenes of Rampant Design. Oh, I almost had it.